Owie. Good morning, afternoon, evening, and good night, strangers. It's so good to see you. Some of you may be confused, yes, but I am doing a second review of the Hollow Knight Origin created by Black Lad. His channel will be up above, and he has an amazing video covering his data pack already, so I highly suggest you check him out. The Little Knight Origin has gotten a massive update since I reviewed it, and it's flown under the radar, so I'm going to review it again in hopes to signal boost just how amazing this origin truly is. I do have a question though. Would you all be interested in seeing me review some of my older origin reviews again, just in my new updated and fresh style? Let's say for instance the Attack on Titan origin. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, a special thank you to my channel members V-Hips, Sad, Butch, Salmon, Hollow, Rain, and Ked. But without wasting too much time, let's go ahead and get into this. The Little Knight Origin was created for Minecraft version 1.16.5 and 1.17.1. He went out of his way to make sure both versions was supported so that everyone should be able to play, and the Figura model used in this video will be available to download as well via Black Lad's website. The reason I waited so long to review this massive upgrade is because I wanted to let his video get out there and get some views and recognition. It's been about 3 weeks now though, and I feel like he hasn't gotten the recognition he deserves, so do me a favor and subscribe to him. He has plans on releasing a Hornet origin, so you'll want to have your notifications turned on for that. Moving to our first ability, you have Focus. Collected soul that you gain from hitting mobs can be used to repair your shell and heals you 1 heart at the cost of 2 soul bars, and that white bar you see above my hunger bar, that is your soul bar, and you can do this by pressing primary and shift. Your secondary ability is Vengeful Spirit, and it's activated by your primary key. You conjure a spirit that will fly and burn flows in its path, and this does a considerable amount of damage at the cost of 4 souls. Something to note is that when you're farming souls, it's best to continuously punch mobs with your fist to drain the most soul out of their life instead of just giving them a quick passing. Ooh, that was kinda dark. But hey, this is a Hollow Knight origin. What can you expect? But you know what would brighten up your day after hearing an overly dark description of an ability? Subscribing to the channel.
But Saturn, I don't believe that's how it works.
Silence, child. You see kids, it's 2021 and I'm sure we could all use a good bit of dopamine, and that's where I come in, delivering content packed full of dopamine and all the other happy chemicals. Satisfaction guaranteed. Not really. But hey, you'll never know if you don't try, so consider subscribing, or don't. I appreciate you either way. A quick side note to Jaso, because I know he's watching. If you have anything negative or criticism to say about this origin, I will cancel you on Twitter, because this is Hollow Knight and you are not allowed to criticize something that I love. That is how the word works. For you tell me, I'm going to need you to edit that out, please. Yes, but yes, that is how the world works, okay? You can't criticize something that I like, alright? Okay. Good, we're on the same page. Ability Thrice is Mothwing Cloak, and it is activated by your secondary key, allowing the user to dash along the ground and through the air. And what's cool about this is that you don't have to spend any of your soul for this, it's just something that you can do just because. And in my original video, I was talking about how in version 1, it didn't really feel like much of a boost because it was really subtle, but Black Lad has buffed this in version 2, and now it's really useful, and I appreciate that. Your next ability is Mantis Claw, and it allows the user to climb walls with sneak, and you can leap off of them. You can toggle this on and off with your save toolbar activator, allowing for some epic parkour, and I really love the thought put into this ability. It really allows you to traverse the environment in a way quite unique to this origin. Something you just gotta really appreciate is that he's taken the navigation from Hollow Knight and is implemented into a 3D space like Minecraft, and it's translated really well. And that right there was Desolate Dive, and this is activated automatically when you're falling 10 blocks or more while looking down. The user strikes the ground with a concentrated force of soul, dealing AoE damage at the cost of 4 souls, as well as leaving a withering effect. Chugging right along to Monarch Wings, this allows you to jump again in mid-air for even more possibilities when navigating terrain, and you can really tell that he's super passionate about Hollow Knight. Just the amount of detail that he put into this origin and translating different things that you can do in Hollow Knight directly into Minecraft in a way that makes sense is really brilliant. Onto our passive ability, Soul Armor. The more souls you have, the more armor bars you get, and I absolutely love this because it encourages you to manage your soul properly, and just like you would have to do in Hollow Knight, you kind of have to manage how much you're using based off of your abilities. Same happens with this origin. You can spam your abilities all you want, but it'll leave you weak and you won't be able to A, heal yourself, B, not have any armor points, leaving you very vulnerable. And your next passive is Void Feet. You've probably noticed this already, but you don't take any fall damage, just like in Hollow Knight. And we might as well pair this up with No Hunger. You don't need to eat because you are made of void. And lastly, there is Sleep. When you wake up, you gain full health. It plays a nice little sound too. We've made it to our drawbacks, but quickly, a word from our sponsor.
We don't have a sponsor. Get over yourself.
Oh, that's right. Well, imagine if one of you VPN companies sponsor. Your first drawback is how to use these. You don't know how to use a shield, bow, crossbow, and you only use swords to fight, so no axes, and you cannot wear any armor. Just a quick side note, you still can use an axe for breaking blocks. I'm not sure why I got so awkward there, but yes, you can still use it for breaking blocks and chopping down trees. You just can't use it offensively. Your next drawback is double fire, and you guessed it, you take double fire damage. And lastly is no regen. Pretty sure you expected this one, it only makes sense. But wait, there's more.
More drawbacks?
Nope, I've been saving the best for last. Your final ability is locked behind a mod, but if you choose to download it, you will spawn in with a old nail, and it will be quite weak at first, but you may craft pure ore with 4 diamonds and a netherite ingot, and this will turn it into a sharpened nail, doubling its damage. And from there you can craft another pale ore and combine it again for a channeling nail, and again for a coiled nail, and lastly for a pure nail. And while you may be thinking those crafting recipes are awfully expensive, they are, but the upgrade that you get is super good. In its final form, you will get 20 attack damage and keep the same attacking speed as a regular sword, and if you put sharpness 5 on this, you can basically one-tap any mob in the game, provided they're not a boss. And that wraps it up for the Little Knight version 2 origin. Again, created by Black Lad. Go show him some love, yeah? I really think this origin is very well made and it doesn't feel too powerful. It's well balanced in my opinion. The only thing I would have to say about it would be the drawbacks aren't the most creative, but of course the soul bar in and of itself is a drawback of its own, but perhaps there could be a bit more flair and thought put into some of the other drawbacks to somehow tie into the Hollow Knight lore. I'm not sure how that would work, but that would just be my only critique for this origin. But let me know what you all think in the comments below. I always love hearing from each and every one of you. Quick announcement though, I am approaching 5,000 subscribers, and at 5k I will be doing a Q&A where I read your questions and stuff. So to participate in that, you'll just need to join the Discord, my Discord, which is linked below, and yeah, you can ask me some questions, pick my brain, and I'll be answering a lot of them. It's about time I shut up though. Visit your doctor regularly, and I hope to see you again in the next one. See ya.